Hello from really sunny Danang, Vietnam.
Hi, I'm Josh, and I like to go slow, travel the long way. Because as you know, travelling on interesting things makes for interesting travel. I've been lucky enough to spend a week in this absolutely gorgeous part of the world. Danang and Hoi An truly are one of the most amazing parts of Southeast Asia. But all good things come to an end, and unfortunately, it's time for me to grab a grab and head to Ga Danang Station. At the front, you'll be greeted by an old steam train with a cozy restaurant next to it. At the station itself, you'll also find a convenience store cafe and the outer waiting area. If you're early, you'll need to wait here until you're called to check in. Once through, you'll be met by a second waiting room. Here there's also a convenience store for any last minute supplies you might need for the journey. As the train to Saigon leaves, our train comes into view, and we're able to board 20 minutes before departure, giving us plenty of time to get settled in. I'm taking a private car today, which is attached to the regular sleeper train. There are a few of these private luxury operators, but tonight I'm riding with Lotus Train.
Yep.
Okay. Do you want me to copy you?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. That's later.
Yeah, no worries. Okay, this is our cabin. So we've got here some things. This is breakfast for tomorrow. We'll go through that tomorrow. A couple of bread rolls and some chocolate peanut things. I think a couple of bottles of water, a nice lamp, and a fake plant. Up here we can turn on and up and down the announcements. Turn the light on, some power. There's a power socket down here, but this has got the lamp in it, which we'll unplug later. And underneath, I guess, there's space for your luggages. Last but not least, a picture. A Vietnamese picture. And look at these curtains. Look. Does that not scream luxury? Cheers, thank you.
Okay, condition, okay?
Yeah, it's nice.
It's and yes, me and sleep here.
Yep.
Yes, what do you miss?
Okay.
Yes.
You're done.
Yes, I didn't want.
Thank you. Cheers. With my free beer in hand, we leave Danang right on time, which is just in time to catch the sunset over the East Vietnam Sea. Wow. Right now it's been hot all day, and I'm sweating, so I'll whack on later. That is going to be freezing, so let's hope they turn it off. You know, it is a bit of a shame going overnight because you can't see out the window, and it looks like the view is amazing out there. With nothing to see outside, it seems like a good time to try some snacks. First up, I'm going to try this one. Kin Du Ban Bom Lan. Bread. Sponge cake with sauteed
up is Penatsu. It says coconut flavour, but it tastes like peanuts. It's not a peanut. Of course, when you pay for 2 beds, you get 2 of everything. But he did take away the second breakfast before I got on a train. He told me to wait 5 minutes and I saw him take the second breakfast. So I only get 1 of those, but 2 of everything else. We also have, I think, wet towelette, and I don't think there's a shower on this train at all. So this, and I get 2 because I paid for 2 beds, is my shower tonight and my shower in the morning. The toilet is located at the end of the cars and is just a standard toilet, with a bum gun and some toilet paper. To give it a more luxurious feel, they've added some stained glass sticker on the window. The sink and hand dryer are located outside at both ends of the car as well. Here you'll also find the hot and cold filtered water, which is safe to drink by the way. The bed has a nice thick mattress and is already pre-made. And the cabin can be configured for 4 or 2, with 2 beds stowed above with the twin configuration. Each bed has some coat hooks as well as a light and power socket that's in a not so convenient spot. I mean, that's not going to work, is it? And again, because I paid for 2 beds, I'm using 2 pillows. Here and turn the control up and down, but you can turn them. It is still quite hot, so I'm going to leave it on. We've got the light breakfast here, and I'm excited to take it open and see what it's like in the morning. But there's no dinner. I don't think that there's dinner. I've got a fur, so I'm going to go for a walk and see if there's some hot water. There is Wi-Fi included, and it did work okay, but not enough for Netflix, so I guess that makes it time for bed. I woke up to an incredible sunrise, feeling fully rested after a great sleep. The train I'm on is SC20, which runs between Danang and Hanoi, as part of the reunification line that runs from Saigon to Hanoi. I booked a 2-berth VIP compartment with Lotus Train, where I was able to book the whole 2 beds just for me. The total cost for the compartment was 5,800,000 Vietnamese dong, which is 365 Australian dollars or 191 pounds, so it's not cheap. You can of course book the regular train, which I took from Saigon. The regular sleeper only comes in 4 or 6 berths, which means unless you pay for 4 beds, you'll have to share with other people. This isn't that bad. I shared with a young Vietnamese family who couldn't have been nicer. The cabin was newly renovated as well. It was very clean and in a similar if not better condition than the Lotus Train. I paid 1,100,000 dong for this, so I guess you'll have to decide if having your own space is worth it. We pull into Ga Vinh, which is just past our halfway point. Vinh just so happens to be the biggest city along our route today. This is where the bright sun really started to shine, which means it's time to open the aircon back up again. Just after Vien, a man came along with a food cart that had a much needed Vietnamese iced coffee. And with that in hand, it's time to try out the breakfast. The breakfast bag contained a continental breakfast with a croissant, some bread, jam, butter, some fruit, and yogurt. The breakfast was actually quite decent and all the ingredients fresh and tasty.
We do have a knife and a spoon, but not the classic noon or spife.
I enjoyed my journey with Lotus Train, but I don't think it's any better than the other options. Like I said before, the regular train was of the same standard, but if you don't like sharing with strangers, then this is definitely the better option. Also, paying for a VIP cabin as a solo traveller probably isn't worth it, but with 2 people, it definitely is. I really think Vietnam is one of those places where you should catch a train at least once. Anyway, with the gorgeous Vietnamese countryside making way for concrete and scooters, it's a telling sign that we're now in Hanoi. We arrive at Gare Hanoi a few minutes early. The path out of the station is easily marked, so all you need to do is take the stairs and follow the path. Anyway, now I'm out, it's time to grab a grab and find out what Hanoi is all about. I hope you enjoyed today's video. Please remember to like and subscribe, it means a lot. Thanks for watching.